Dopamine is an essential natural chemical messenger in your brain that has many functions. It's involved in reward, motivation, memory, attention, and even the regulation of body movements. When dopamine is released in large amounts, it creates feelings of pleasure and reward, which motivate you to repeat a specific behavior. That is why it is often called a motivation molecule, because it increases desire and motivation. In contrast, low levels of dopamine are linked to reduced motivation and decreased enthusiasm for things that would excite most people. Low dopamine levels in the body can also lead to mood disorders, such as mood swings, anxiety, and depression, among others. Dopamine levels in the human system are generally well regulated by the body. However, you can elevate your dopamine levels naturally by making a few diet and lifestyle changes. And 10 of these diet and lifestyle changes are what we're going to explore in this interesting video. Let's get started. 10. Eat lots of protein. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, and 20 amino acids are needed to make all the proteins in your body. One amino acid called tyrosine plays a critical role in dopamine production, and you can get it from protein-rich foods such as chicken, turkey, beef, eggs, soy, and legumes. Studies show that increasing tyrosine and another amino acid known as phenylalanine can raise dopamine levels in the brain, which may promote deep thinking and improve memory. On the other hand, eliminating phenylalanine and tyrosine can deplete dopamine levels in the body system. 9. Eat less saturated fat. Some research has found that saturated fats, such as those found in animal fat, butter, full-fat dairy, palm oil, and coconut oil, can disrupt dopamine signaling in the brain when consumed in large amounts, leading to a blunted reward response. One such study concluded that rats that consumed 50% of their calories from saturated fat had reduced dopamine signaling in the reward areas of their brains compared with those that received the same amount of calories from unsaturated fat. Saturated fats are already generally unhealthy for other reasons. So, this is just one more reason to limit your intake of such foods. 8. Consume probiotics. Probiotics not only improve gut health for better digestion, but they also help your body to better process foods, including those that increase dopamine production. Better digestion and health are also a natural trigger for dopamine in the brain. Research has found that the gut and brain are closely linked and that certain species of bacteria can produce dopamine, which may impact mood and behavior. Several studies have also shown that large quantities of probiotic bacteria can reduce anxiety and depression symptoms in humans and animals, though the mechanism of action is not yet fully understood. Hence, more research is needed to better understand the effects of probiotics on dopamine production and mood disorder. 7. Exercise as often as possible. Exercise is recommended for boosting endorphin levels and improving mood. Multiple studies have found that physical activity has a positive effect on the brain, which includes improved mood. Research also shows that exercise can help raise dopamine levels, though more research is needed to determine the intensity, type, and duration of exercise that is most effective. The studies also found that regular periods of exercise increase dopamine production and slow the use of it, making it available for prolonged periods. A healthy walk each day might be all you need to elevate your dopamine production. 6. Always get enough sleep. Research indicates that dopamine is released in large amounts in the morning when it's time to wake up, and that levels naturally fall in the evening when it's time to sleep. However, lack of sleep appears to disrupt these natural rhythms. Setting regular, high-quality sleep can help keep your dopamine levels balanced and help you feel more alert and high-functioning during the day. The studies also found that lack of sleep can reduce dopamine sensitivity in the brain, resulting in excessive feelings of sleepiness during the daytime. Getting a good night's rest may help regulate your body's natural dopamine rhythms. 5. Always listen to your favorite music. Listening to music can be a fun way to stimulate dopamine release in your brain. Several studies on humans and animals have found that listening to music can boost dopamine levels in the brain. Research has also found that music therapy has the potential as an alternative treatment or support mechanism for people living with mood disorders like depression or neurodiversity issues like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Listening to your favorite instrumental and choral music may elevate your dopamine levels. 4. Meditate. Meditation is the practice of clearing your mind, focusing inward, and letting your thoughts float by without judgment or attachment. You can do it while standing, sitting, or even walking, and regular practice is associated with improved mental and physical health. Research has found that meditation can help elevate your dopamine levels. However, it's still unclear whether these dopamine-boosting effects happen only in experienced meditators or occur in people who are new to meditation. But there's no doubt that a daily period of meditation can help you relax and handle stress better, increasing dopamine levels while contributing to your overall mental health. 3. Get enough sunlight and vitamin D. Sunlight is a great source of vitamin D, which is vital for healthy dopamine levels. Even a vitamin D supplement is a good option, as an estimated 50% of all people are vitamin D deficient, according to one research. Low sunshine exposure can lead to reduced levels of mood-boosting neurotransmitters, including dopamine, and sunlight exposure can increase them. However, it's important to get sunlight exposure in moderation. Limit it during peak hours when ultraviolet radiation is the strongest, typically between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. 2. Take vitamin and iron supplements. Your body needs several vitamins and minerals to create dopamine, including iron, folate, and vitamin B6. Suppose you have a deficiency of one or more of these nutrients, then you may have trouble making enough dopamine to meet your body's needs, which in some cases may contribute to the development of mood disorders like anxiety and depression. 1. Drink moderate coffee and green teas. This one is undoubtedly controversial. Perhaps that's the reason we saved it for the very last. However, some studies have found that green teas contain some essential amino acids that directly contribute to the production of dopamine in the brain. In the same vein, high-quality coffee is a good source of natural caffeine, which triggers dopamine production. So, enjoy a good cup of high-quality coffee or green tea each morning to start your day right. However, it is very important to note that poor quality coffee or too much coffee can be detrimental to your general health. Hence, the key here is moderation and going for good high-quality coffee and green tea. Dopamine is the primary driver of the brain's reward system. Many drugs are so addictive because they cause a quick dopamine boost in the brain, making us feel good. Making sure you have enough dopamine in your system through healthy, natural means increases your well-being in practically every way. Blood tests can measure dopamine levels in the blood. But this is not an indicator of how your brain manufactures or responds to it. Therefore, physicians rarely test for dopamine levels by blood tests, choosing rather to look for symptoms that can be attributed to low dopamine levels in the body. When the dopamine level in your body system is high or healthy enough, you can recognize benefits including increased enthusiasm, higher motivation, stronger drive to be productive, improved cognition functions, better long-term memory, increased focus and concentration, increased creativity, increased social bonding, increased tolerance to pain, and a generally improved mood. On the other hand, not having enough dopamine in your body system can negatively affect your mood, focus, coordination, motivation, and enthusiasm for things that normally bring you joy. In extremely rare cases, a child may develop dopamine deficiency syndrome, a progressive movement disorder. It is worthy of note that anything that generally gives you pleasure will naturally trigger the release of dopamine. Dopamine activates the reward pathway in the brain, leading you to desire these activities more. For this reason, dopamine can play a role in addiction. A balanced diet that contains adequate protein, vitamins, minerals, and probiotics, and a moderate amount of saturated fat can help your body produce the dopamine it needs. Lifestyle factors are also important. Getting enough sleep, exercising, listening to music, meditating, and spending time in the sun can all boost dopamine levels. Overall, a balanced diet and lifestyle can go a long way in increasing your body's natural dopamine production and helping your brain function at its best. Making sure you naturally elevate your body's dopamine level can help when dealing with negative behavior patterns, mental health issues, and even substance abuse issues. If you enjoyed this interesting video, then don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to our amazing channel for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.